Good morning. Ooh, good morning. Welcome to Just for Today. I'm Lisa Kaye with Promise Resource Network. Going to give some of my early bird champions a second to chime on this morning if they got their little peepers open. Um, but welcome those of you who come on later. Welcome to Just for Today. It is cold out there. Um, I could have done it, but it was just like, I'd have to go. I still have on shorts and flip flops, so I'm in denial. So didn't really have time to go dress appropriately to go outside. So back in the house. Um, but welcome, guys. This is just for today. Let me know you're out there. Um, this is a slogan that's used in AA, NA, and Al Anon. And it just simply means, can we take something, just something, a phrase, a word, um, and add it to our day, in our recovery journey, in our walk, um, to see if it's useful. Maybe it's something we hadn't thought about before, and maybe it's something we'll keep for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We don't know, but can we today hear something, see something, experience something that we can, just for today, consider utilizing in our day? Just to see, because today's all we got. Today's all we got. Well, good morning. Good morning, Bob. Glad to see you're out there with me. Always can depend on Mr. Bob out there. I'm sure Miss Kim Porter, she better get out here. Without you two, I don't know if I can carry on. So, but guys, good morning. There's Miss Courtney. Good morning, Courtney. Glad to see you on this morning, bright and early. Good luck to you this morning. Courtney's one of my coworkers. She's got some things she's got to do this morning and starting her day out. Um, yeah. So, Courtney, go take care of business in a little bit and hope to see you at PRN. Hey, guys, today is a exciting day at PRN. If you guys can come out tonight at 6 o'clock, those of you who can't, I'll be out there doing live, or I'll have somebody from PRN doing live. I'm not the best at it, especially walking around because I talk and giggle the whole time. I'm sure WBT wouldn't hire me. But anyway, I have a good time. But today is our Freestyle Friday. Last month we had a great time. And guys, if you didn't come, please come out tonight. It's going to be about 75 degrees, about time we get started. So it's going to warm up today. And so it's going to be a really beautiful fall day. So please come out, guys. What we'll have going on there at PRN is have our Drums for Life, our drum circle. They are phenomenal. You've got to come out and see them. We're going to have Think and Paint going on. We're going to have Clay Works going on, as well as Guerrilla Poets. And it's really cool how we set it up out there on our front space so we can share with our community, our neighbors there at PRN. So, guys, if you don't have a whole lot going on this evening and you can come hang out with us tonight at 6 o'clock, we would love to have you. I'll be out there for sure. I'm not going to miss those things. Um, and it's just fun. You got to come. You can paint, you can work with clay, you can just sit and observe. You don't have to do a dang thing, but just watch and listen. The poetry and the music, unbelievable. We'll try to talk Mr. Cedric Coit into singing for us tonight. Those of you who came on live with me last month when we did this were begging for Cedric to sing. So I'm sure he's going to come tonight. If he hasn't, I will I will use my influence, okay? Try to get him there tonight. I think he's part of helping us get set up. So I will pull a Miss Lisa on him and have him do some inspirational something for us. So guys, come on and enjoy it today. Freestyle Friday. Just come out and be a part of it. Just breathe it in. You don't want to miss it if you can get out. If those of you who can't get out, or maybe you don't live in Mecklenburg County, you're watching this thing now or later, and you're just not close by. we will go live at 6 o'clock. It'll be kind of long, but you can pop in and out and watch it and or watch it later. So it's a fun. So that creative part of us is so healing. So come out, be a part of it. All right. So the other thing is this coming week, Sunday, I go on vacation, and I'm going to be going to the beach, Folly Beach, in the beautiful state of South Carolina. Those of you who've never been to Folly Beach need to look it up and Google it and see how beautiful it is. I've been told not to work, so I'm not. But nobody can stop me from going live. There at the beach. So, guys, if you will pay attention to your notifications Sunday night, I'm going to be checking out when the sun rises. I believe it's like 6:57, and that means the sun just kind of does its first little boop right over the horizon, and I'm going to be out there. So I may not start at 6:30 because I don't think y'all want to hear me just run my mouth till I want you to enjoy the sunset. So I may send out a notification to 6:45. So that will, my goal is to do Monday and Wednesday. I won't be able to do Friday, uh, but I want to do Monday and Wednesday, and I want to bring a sunrise and a sunset to you. So I'm going to be discussing that with the person over our classes, Mr. Aaron Wells, to see if I can have some flexibility. So you guys be watching. I'll send out notifications way in advance so you know what I'm doing. But while I'm there, I'd love to share it with you with some inspiration. And the most beautiful scene ever is either the sun going up, sun going down in the beautiful state of South Carolina, right there with the ocean. So just my, we talked about wonder. I believe it was last Friday or Monday. I can't remember, but we're talking about going after our wonder, those things that make us go, take our breath away, take us back to a moment in time that was unforgettable, that no matter what happens, we always go back to that moment in our head, and we always wish to go back to that moment. And the beach scene has changed for me. I'm not so much of the party and run up and down the beach and all that good stuff, but those sunrises, those sunsets, those early morning, those late nights, those stars, the sound of the waves at night. You can't see them, but you can hear them. All of that is next to heaven to me. So I want to share as much as I can with you guys next week. So be watching. I'll find out the rules by Aaron Wells. You know, I can break some rules, and I might. So good morning. Get your coffee, your tea, whatever. And let's dig in this morning. Got to head to Charlotte in just a little bit. So let's get to it this morning. Guys, I hold several positions at Promise Resource Network. I'm a busy lady. When I'm on site at PRN, good morning, Neva. Glad you're here with us. I hope I'm saying your name right. Yeah, Neva. I hold I do just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I love it. That's one of the reasons I love it. PRN, one of my issues is I'm very hyper. Those of you who've been around me know that I can't sit still, can't stop moving. And you know what? I'm all right with that. I figure at my age, it's burning up some calories. So I'm embracing my ADHD. So here we go. Wow, I have just been inundated with some amazing people this week that I support, or I just got to meet out in the community. And when I went to bed, or when I was winding down yesterday thinking about what I felt on my heart to bring to you guys this morning, there was this thing, guys, all the beautiful people that I got to either sit with physically, be on the phone with, Zoom with, WebEx with, you name it, I was doing it in every kind of way you can be with somebody this week. I was through the highs, the lows, the confusion state. Remember, we talked about confusion. I believe it was Wednesday where we said confusion gets a bad rap. And man, I was able to use some of those things to help people understand what was going on with their confusion, give them something to think about so they didn't see their state of confusion being a bad thing, but a state of a place where they could get their mind together and prepare for the things that maybe aren't already in their brain or heart yet, so they can make the best decision. The confusion ain't a bad thing. We need to embrace it. But what I kept hearing this week from some of the most amazing, beautiful people, that were experiencing some pretty significant distress, that I definitely could relate to in my lived experience. I kept hearing this shame around their emotions. I know I shouldn't be angry, Lisa. I know I should be a better organizer. I'm so disconnected. I'm so unorganized. I feel ashamed, or my family makes me feel ashamed because I'm still sad after these months that I've been grieving my loved one. People are telling me to get up, go on, get over it. This was the theme, the shame that folks that say they love us, and I think they do, they just need some education around emotions. So my theme was shame and blame about human emotion. I had one person that has gone through the fire. I mean, if over the past year and a half, you name it, this person has walked through it. An amazing woman. And within her gratitude in our discussion, there was still this but I'm not organized. I am sliding by the seat of my pants. I can't be on time. I don't know what's wrong with me. And I let her go for a little bit. And I said, sweetheart, wow, your emotions are great things. But you are allowing your emotions to make you feel guilty. So why is that? Right? Why is that? Well, I'm going to read to you a little bit from my recovery material. If you want to know what I'm reading from, give me a call. Call Miss Kim at the front desk. She'll tell you. Last time I made mention of my recovery material, Facebook shut me down, said I was advertising. I'm just advertising recovery and what worked for me. So I'm going to read to you this, and then I'm going to dig in a little bit about these emotions. Guys, we think that if we're feeling happy, we're feeling excited, cheerful, all those little positive things, like a little cheerleader running around, that those are what we strive for every day. But if we feel anger, sadness, all the other, what we call the negative emotions, we feel guilty about them. Well, just for today, I'm going to give you something to think about. Aaron Wells does a great job at this. He does a class consistently around emotions, and anger does get a bad rap. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. So just for today, my prayer for you this morning, in this short time that we're together, guys, that you start your Friday and realize that you are going to have an array of emotions today. And it's how you think about your emotions is how you walk through them. And shame and blame about something that we feel naturally is not a good fit for us. We deserve better. We deserve to treat ourselves better than that. And just for today, I'm going to challenge you on that, because I've sat with so many people just this week that said, I am so sorry that I'm feeling this. What? We can't help what rises up in our spirit. You can't stop yourself from feeling love. You can't stop yourself from feeling anger. It is a part of who we are. It is given to us for a reason. There are things we should be angry about. Dagnabbit. Right? Right? But where we get in trouble, or where people take a negative spin, is how people respond, how they react to that emotion, right? And Neva, I just figured out who you are. Y'all might have seen me tripping up, but she just posted, Joseph and I miss you at Promise. I just my mind just exploded because I said, Neva, because it's been so long. Girl, we are open. You and Joseph need to come see us. I would love to give you a hug and catch up with you guys. So call us, call Miss Kim Porter. She still answers the phone. Connect with us, please. I would love to see how you guys are doing. That just warms my heart. Oh my goodness. Glad you're on with me this morning. We need to connect again, okay? So let's get back to this emotion thing. So I'm going to read to you from my recovery material. Move my light over here a little bit because it is dark, it is cold, and the sun is asleep this morning, I believe. So I'm going to move this right here so we can, so I can see. Now I look like a ghost, don't I? All right. Well, no, let's don't do that. All right, here we go. I'll fix this. Excuse my fumbling around this morning. See, I told y'all anybody can do this. Anybody can do this, guys. I'm just real about it. So let this inspire you. If Miss Lisa can do it, you can too. All right, guys. When I first came into my recovery, I thought that anger, resentment, jealousy, and fear were bad feelings. And sometimes they still are perceived that way, even in my life, and probably yours too. The program, whatever your program is, probably has worked with you and helped you to learn that feelings are neither good or bad. And sometimes we forget that. So I'm challenging you just for today, if you've learned this before, or this is the first time you're hearing this, your feelings are neither good or bad. They are simply a part of who you are. I have come to realize that good has sometimes come as a result of those feelings. Anger has prompted some constructive changes in my life, right? So if you sit there and think about it this morning, yeah, my anger has gotten me into trouble. We won't go into that because you'll go, oh gosh, Miss Lisa. But when I think about some of the ways I have responded to my anger, it has made some huge, wonderful changes in my life. Resentment has made me so uncomfortable that I've had to learn to combat it. As a result, I have learned to pray for other people instead of some of the negative things that we can think. So resentment can make us really do something to get out of that, like pray for other people, right? Jealousy has taught me to keep my mouth shut when I knew I will say only irrational, destructive things. And fear has been perhaps my greatest gift because it forces me to make conscious contact with my higher power. Fear. Now that the negative has become the positive, I am better able to accept the whole picture. There is no more need to judge or hate myself just because I experience a human feeling. That's the problem, guys. When we have what we call the negative human feelings, we are, for whatever reason, feel shame behind that or guilt, right? So just for today, feelings may not be comfortable, but it doesn't make them bad. So they may be uncomfortable, but it doesn't make them bad. With a change of attitude, I have choices about what to do with these feelings. Anything can be used for my good if I'll allow it. Recognizing this opportunity may take every ounce of imagination I have, but maybe that's why God gave me imagination to begin with. Boom. So if this doesn't make sense to you, this little phrase, I hope, will resonate with you just for today. Maybe that's why we have our imagination. So we can take some of these things that the world tells us are bad. Maybe we grew up being raised that this was bad. But now I'm challenging you just for today. That's why we have an imagination, that we can take these bad emotions and see the good out of them. If you will give it a chance and really go back in your memory bank and think about those times that you made some great positive changes in your life. I'm talking about the great ones. I'm not talking about which grocery store to go to, those kind of decisions. I'm talking about, do I stay? Do I leave? Do I trust? Do I not? Am I ready for recovery or am I not? Is that the treatment facility for me, or is that one? Do I even want treatment? Do I want to live or not? Yeah. So some of the things that we were going through and those emotions that we were having, guys, were just beautiful moments. And we will sit there and rob the joy, the resiliency, the power that we were exuberating, but also our higher power was giving us, right? We take it away because the world tells us if you're angry, something's wrong with you. If you cry all the time and you're emotional and sad, something's wrong with you. You can't make good decisions when you're angry. I say, bull, you know what on that. I have made some of my best decisions when I was angry and I stood up for myself. And I have made some beautiful decisions when I was sad and emotional. So just for today, I challenge you to embrace every emotion that your higher power gives you today, even if it's just for today. See the good in it. What has it inspired you to do differently today? You can have the same old day if you want to, but if you're looking for something different today, it's all right here. It is not out there. There is nobody or no thing that's going to give it to you. You got everything you need right here to put one foot in front of the other, get up, and have the day that you were supposed to have. Dagnabbit. And maybe you are angry about something that you need to take care of today. Maybe you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Your emotions, embrace them. All right, let's continue. I'm about to start preaching like Billy Graham, right? No, you don't want me to preach. Okay, where was I? Oh my gosh. Um, Feelings may not be comfortable, but thus doesn't make them bad. With a change of attitude, I have choices about what to do with my feelings. Anything can be used for my good if I allow it. Recognizing this opportunity may take every ounce of imagination. That was just worth reading again. And maybe, just maybe, that's why our higher power gave us an imagination. So when we don't think and we saying, I can't, our imagination reminds us that we should reframe that to say, how can I? How can I make this happen? Right? So just for today, my feelings are neither right nor wrong, but are important by virtue of being mine. Let me read that again. This comes out of my recovery material. My feelings are neither right or wrong, but are important by virtue of being mine. Period. They're not right or wrong. They're yours. Now, yes, we need to just remind ourselves that, I'm angry. I don't need to, I don't want to get physical, tear something up, beat somebody up. I mean, we're not talking about that, but anger can spur us to stand up, right? It can stand up for ourselves, stand up for something we're passionate about. Anger is that emotion that gets that bad rap. It is part of who we are, guys. It really is. So I'm going to read to you just a few little things and let me know what you're thinking about that this morning. Miss Deidre says, needed this today. My feelings are neither right or wrong, but important by virtue of being mine. Amen. They are yours. They were given to you. They were. They were given to you. Emotions are beautiful. That's what, man, I'm telling you what, love, anger can be really extreme, right? But I'm telling you, those two emotions right there will move friggin' mountains, whether it's for yourself or for your community, for your family. Don't try to leash those things. Try to embrace them in the right way. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And I challenge you today. These are just some things that come from my spirit to yours. I don't have all the answers, but I hope just for today you will hear something that maybe you can dive deeper into that will apply to you. Okay? Anger is the underlying emotion of pain. Absolutely. Right. I'm going to tell you what, we're going to talk a little bit about that this morning. I hope you can embrace that anger, because if you're going through some pain right now, it can come out as anger, right? So how can we spin this and embrace the God-given, your higher power, given emotions, and quit giving them a bad rap, being shameful around them? I listen to so many of the people that I serve and I am so privileged to be in front of this week, who had the same thing. They were either themselves or others made them feel shameful because of how they were feeling in their emotions. And it was causing them to turn this light on them to see all these negative things where they were feeling less than a mother, less than a wife, less than a daughter, less than a husband, or a person in their community, or a person in their recovery community. And I'm just calling it out, guys. My theme that this whole week was to reframe that and flip that for them as they began to take their emotions and talk about how bad they were. And I challenged them, and at the end of it, gave themselves as well as myself something to think about. Few more words on this, and then I gotta go. I gotta get to Charlotte. So guilt. Ooh, that was a big one this week. That's an emotion. So how in the world can guilt be positive? Guilt may motivate a desire to do well and make decisions beneficial for the group, even if at a personal cost. The light side of guilt is compassion, care, and generosity. So even when we are experiencing guilt, there is a lesson, there is a motivation within that. You may be thinking, when we say guilt, I feel guilty that I did whatever or said whatever. So when you can use that feeling, that emotion to do things for the betterment of the group, maybe it's your family, right? You feel guilty that you work all the time and you're not there. And you feel guilty and you make a decision. You know what? We're going to have an impromptu picnic this Saturday. And it was driven by guilt because you realized how much time you're spending at the office or whatever. So see what I'm saying? So some of these emotions that we feel, this guilt, can result in positive things. It is there for a reason. Anger. Many great things have happened based on the power of, oh yeah, I'll show you. You tell me that I can't go to school and work, I'll show you, and raise my children. There you go, right? So a lot of powerful things have happened in this world by that statement. Oh yeah, I'll show you. Someone saying, no, you can't. You can't do that. You're a woman. You can't do that. You're old. You can't do that. You know, you got you're a person with disabilities. You can't do that. Oh yeah, I'll show you, right? Fear. When your brain senses a threat, your ability to focus is heightened. Many people say that they work better under pressure. In truth, their creative capacity weakens, but they better block out distractions and they home in on the task at hand and work faster. You should work this way in spurts so you don't burn out. But the light side of fear is focus, intensity, and alertness. Your fear of losing your job. So you jump in there and you are more focused, intense, and alert. And of course, if this is how you're working all the time out of fear, it reminds us in this recovery material that I'm reading you from that you can burn out. So you got to be careful with working under fear. But as you can see, in a moment, right, you can flip that and see how it can help you get through something. All right. Disappointment. How many of us have this disappointment thing? Really with ourselves. I heard that a lot this week with some of the beautiful people I was able to work with, that they were very disappointed when in themselves. When you don't get what you expect from your job, your work, other people, and even yourself, you might feel angry and disappointed. What didn't you get? What didn't you get that you really wanted or that you thought was promised to you? What did you hope for or dream for? What are you not getting from the situation that you need? Such as respect, achievement, right? When you discover what you expected to get, you might ask for what you need. If you realize your dream won't come true as you had hoped, you might allow yourself a few days to grieve, right? The loss so you can then move on. The light side of disappointment is the ability to accept what is and then move through the suffering to freedom or discern what you need to ask for to move forward. So when we are disappointed, this is our moment to figure out, once we kind of get through the pouty stage or the grief stage of what it is we think we're not going to get, what is it that you really were asking for? Are you sure? Are you clear? Maybe it is something that you really need to be successful, and you can figure out how to go about asking for it, right? So there's a difference when we ask for things that we want, right, and what we need, right? There's a different perception. Boredom is also an emotion. So I picked some of the ones that we don't talk about a lot, right? But boredom is, um, an emotion. So the light side of boredom can be found when you are prompted to take a new challenge, explore and make work meaningful, and make decisions that serve your strengths and your dreams, right? So when I hear, I'm bored, right? When I hear that a lot from my granddaughters. I don't hear that a lot from work, because if you're bored at PRN, yeah, we'll talk about that later. There is no such feeling as boredom. There is always someone to love on at Promise Resource, and always a class to do, or always something to dive into. But as you can see, even boredom can be flipped around, right? Take time every day to pause and ask yourself how you're feeling and what you need to do differently. If anything, you are stuck, seek help to uncover the source. Then you may be able to determine how you can channel what you feel to a positive outcome. So, guys, I challenge you this morning. Your emotions are given to you. And I don't know what you're feeling this morning. You may woke up angry. And Miss Darlene's saying good morning. She have a blessed weekend. Miss Darlene's always feeling blessed. I see her on her social media blessing us left and right. But you guys, this bad rap that we get, and I heard this all week long, beautiful people feeling shamed and blamed around what they were feeling. I'm just putting it out there, guys. That's ridiculous. No way. I want you to, even if it's just for today, to rebuke that. And if people are putting that in your life, I challenge you today to get out of that circle and get in a new circle, even if it's just for today. Your emotions are given to you for a reason. It is a way for you to think through, get through, achieve. So I challenge you today, if you want to know more about your emotions, if you are experiencing more one over the other, and you know there is something about that you feel is tripping you up, I challenge you to educate yourself. Education is part of your responsibility. Those of us who are recovery champions, we know that. We can't expect the world to give us everything. We got to go dig for it. We have a brain. We really do. And we got to use it. So today, think, get out of judgment, man. Think, get out of judging you, get out of judging others. Use your brain. Go get educated. Read, dig in, sit with someone that you believe has some words of wisdom because of their lived experience. If you're worried about your emotion, you're thinking that it's tripping you up and it's a negative thing, talk to someone you trust. Get your education. Be resilient around it. But I'm going to tell you, the freedom. Anger is beautiful. Boredom is beautiful. Love is definitely beautiful. But love can get you in trouble too, right? Being overly happy at the wrong time can get you in trouble, right? So we can take all the positive emotions that everybody says, oh, have love, peace, and joy in your heart. Spread the love. In the wrong setting, too much, too little, too late, right? We can go down the list, or we can take positive emotions and see where they have harmed us. Mhm. Absolutely. So today is to challenge the negative emotions because they definitely get a bad rap, and challenge and see how anger has served you. See how boredom has served you. See how sadness has served you. It is given to you for a reason. You did not get up this morning saying, when I get up in the morning, I'm going to be angry. You did not. You don't have that kind of power. Believe it or not, you do not. You do not. You do not. But what you do with it is your power. Higher power gives you those emotions. You might have got up today still feeling sad or in pain or whatever that emotion is. What are you going to do next with it? Are you going to sit in it and let it destroy you? Or are you going to try to take the good out of it? Because there's both sides of the coin. Today is your choice which side you flip over. It sure is. My prayer for you today is whatever you're feeling in those perceived negative emotions, which I challenge that because none of our emotions are evil. They're bad. They're not good or bad. It's the power that we have to use them for our good and for the good of the people we serve or we love or is in our circle. That's what I challenge you just for today. So, guys, thank you for coming on. See if we got in. Miss Darling saying, have a blessed weekend, Lisa. You too. Deidre, I love you. Lisa Kaye really needed this totally. You have no idea. Well, guess what, Deidre? If this message was just for you, if me getting up this morning and preparing this was just for you, I take that. When two or more are gathered. Amen. We got that. So as I study, as I put out these things for just today, I'm talking to me. If you, seriously, I really am, because guess who I'm looking at right now is me, a reflection of me in this camera. Um, and so I'm talking to me. I wish I could see you, but I can't. I hear you. I see your messages and I feel your spirit through your words. But I'm talking to Lisa Kaye. Every morning I do this, I'm looking at me because that's who I'm talking to. So if I stepped on your toes this morning, I didn't mean to. I'm stepping on mine. I put my words and my thoughts and my hearts out there. What you do with it is your business. But I promise you, this wasn't directed to anybody but Lisa Kaye. And if you can grab a hold of it because it applies to you or challenges you this morning, then amen, right? Guys, we are open. I got to wrap this up. I got to get to Charlotte. But guys, we are open. Remember, 6 o'clock, we have Freestyle Friday, Drum Circle, Clay Works, Think and Paint, and Guerrilla Poets, all at the house today, all at PRN 2224. The Plaza is our new address. For those of you who haven't been there, that's our address. So get yourselves out there today. If you can't be there right at 6 o'clock, I don't care. Come on. Better late than never. If you can't be there, we'll be doing Facebook Live, and you can join us that way. Okay. So please remember, here's the welcome desk number. If you need to call us, Miss Kim Porter will answer the phone and get you any information that you need. Guys, please share this on your social media. You never know who needs this word about the positive about our emotions, and to get out of the guilt, quit letting people feel guilty about what we're feeling, that we need to be blessed, that it's neither good or bad. It's just given to us, and what we do with it is where our power is, right? So there is our welcome desk number. Also our warm line number, free confidential 24/7. These are peer support specialists that's been there, done that, extending their heart and their love and mainly their ears to hear you. Sometimes we just need someone to not judge us, to just hear us out, and to be able to validate that we're human and that we are cared about. And within that, there's a lot of power. There's a lot of freedom, self-determination, right? So write this number down. If you are feeling anything or know someone that is feeling some distress, needs somebody to talk to, please pass this number along. Keep it close by, because we love you at Promise Resource, and we want to make sure that you get all your needs met when you need there, right? Guys, I love you. You have a great, beautiful Friday. Monday and Wednesday, I'll be doing lives from Folly Beach in South Carolina. I'm officially on vacation as of 8 o'clock tonight when we're done with our event. Um, but so just watch your notifications. I may go a little later in the morning, like 7:45, according to when the sun pops up. And I may try to do an evening offering. So watch your notifications so you can sit with me and watch the sun go down on one of the most amazing beaches in South Carolina, or maybe the world. I don't know. Even, I mean, that's just my opinion. But anyway, I love you guys. If you're coming to the hub, I'll see you in a little bit, guys. Be careful, and I'll see you soon. I love you guys. If you have any questions, give us a call, and let's get this day going and embrace your emotions and be thankful for them and see what good you can pull out of your emotions today, even if it's just for today. See you later. Bye.